We are going to do our topic about our primary and secondary school teachers. These are my notes.
And these are my notes.
Hey,
Hey,
I was thinking the other day about, well, teachers in my primary and secondary school. And I really thought, well, what are the teachers who you really remember?
the teachers I really remember. On my secondary school, it was a chemistry teacher.
Yeah?
She couldn't keep order in class, and she was very unstructured. And on the 1st of April, she wouldn't give us lessons because she thought we are going to prank her.
Did you plan anything to prank her? Or?
No, our class didn't plan anything to prank her, so it was very rare that she couldn't give us a lesson.
That's strange.
Yeah, that was very strange.
Did you ever like for a full year or multiple years? Or?
No, we had it for a half a year,
Yeah.
and after that we got no other lessons from chemistry at all.
That's strange.
Yeah, that was very strange, but the school can't find another chemistry teacher who wants to give us lessons.
That's not good.
No, that wasn't good. And you? Which teacher do you remember?
Well, I had a France teacher, and well, we had a test, and I had a blackout. I didn't remember any of the words I learned, and I walked up to him after the test and said, "Well, I had a blackout. I don't know how my test was going, but well, I just want you to know."
Yeah.
And
he told you that?
he told me that he would just check it, and we will see what happened. And a week later, everybody got their test back, and I didn't get anything.
You didn't get your test back?
And he walked up to me and he said he lost my test. And
did you think he did it on purpose?
Yeah, I don't trust it. He lied me, and I had a blackout, and then he all of a sudden he lost my test. That's not.
But it was good for you.
It was good for me. I had to do it with him one-on-one, and
did you pass it that time?
I had an 8, and it was just, well, I don't trust it, but it was good for me. It was okay.
Okay.
But these are stories about teachers we remember because they weren't so good. But do you have any teachers who inspired you to become a teacher now?
On the primary school, I had a teacher in group 1, and she was so friendly and lovely to everyone in the class. Every break she told stories about everything, about cats, dogs, dragons, everything she could think of. And when she told a story, everyone in the class was quiet and listened to her. Only on the stories.
Yeah.
It was very rare. She think of things that couldn't be real.
Okay.
But it was very nice to hear.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of funny because telling stories must be a thing that teachers need, because the teacher I really remember was my history teacher in my secondary school.
Yeah.
And she could just tell stories for 2 hours straight.
So that's very long.
Yeah, about the history, about her own experience in the Cold War. And well, everybody was silent, and we were a class who couldn't be silent in our classes for 5 minutes.
But
and
with her,
it was just 2 hours of silence. And when she stopped, we were almost begging if she could just tell more stories. And that was amazing. And that's what really inspired me
to become a teacher.
And I hope I can do that myself.
Yeah. And what qualities do you think a teacher needs to be a good teacher?
Well, I think a teacher needs to be social. You have to interact with the parents, with other teachers, with the students, of course. Yeah. And I think, yeah, to be social is almost, well, if you aren't a social person, you can't become a teacher. It's almost as simple as that, because you have to interact with so many people.
And the children.
And the children. And yeah, I think that's just a must. And in your classes you have to be creative. You have to do so many lessons, and you have to keep the attention of the children. So if you don't use your fantasy, or if you aren't creative, I think yeah, that
Yeah.
will be tough in classes.
Yeah, you have a point there. It's very good to be creative in your lessons, but also you also have to keep order in class, because it's uh, very difficult to give your lesson if it isn't quiet. And also, I think a teacher must be friendly. If the children don't trust you, or if you are too how do you say, if you are too angry,
Yeah,
then the children won't listen to you.
yeah. Well, you have a good point there. I think, yeah, 5 things you really need is you have to be social,
Yeah.
fancy,
Friendly.
friendly. You have to tell the stories, and well, you have to be caring. You don't want to be the angry teacher all the time. So
Yeah.
I think that's 5 things you really need to become a teacher.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But I have a class in like 5 minutes, so I have to go now.
Okay.
I will talk to you next break.
Yeah, it's good.
See you soon.
Bye.